Minutes before Continental Flight 3407 plunged out of the sky and crashed into this house outside Buffalo, New York, the pilot and first officer talked about their careers and the fear of flying in icy conditions, conversations that would have been against FAA protocol at that point.
The CVR transcript documents non-essential conversation between the accident flight crew when sterile cockpit procedures should have been in effect.
That's according to transcripts of the cockpit voice recordings that were released Tuesday by the NTSB at the start of a 3-day hearing on the February accident. All 49 passengers and one man on the ground died when the Dash 8 twin-engine turboprop rolled over and dropped from the sky about 5 miles from the airport.
Nothing that we do will ever be able to make up for the loss of our loved ones, but it's our hope that somehow, some way, we can do something small that can make sure that no families ever have to suffer through what we have suffered through in the past 3 months as of today.
One of the top concerns is the training that pilot Marvin Renslow received from Colgan Air, which operated the flight for Continental Airlines. Renslow had been certified to fly the Dash 8 for about 3 months.
The captain had 4 FAA certificate disapprovals. 3 occurred before he was hired at Colgan and included a disapproval for his private pilot instrument, his commercial pilot initial, and his commercial multi-engine land.
The investigation goes on to say that Renslow made the wrong decision after receiving warnings that the twin-engine turboprop was nearing a stall. An airplane computer pushed the nose of the plane down to gain speed. Renslow apparently tried to pull the nose back up, the wrong thing to do in that situation.
The airspeed decreased, and after further pitch and roll excursions, the airplane pitched down and entered a steep descent from which it did not recover.
Officials at Colgan Air acknowledged that Renslow and his co-pilot were not paying close attention to the aircraft's instruments. And they say the two failed to follow the airline's procedures for handling an impending stall in the final minutes of the flight. But that's not enough for the families of the victims who gathered in New York and New Jersey to watch a simulcast of the hearing.
I can't even put into words how upset I am. Unfortunately, it's not going to bring back all these findings, but hopefully it'll help somebody else.
It's put a whole new meaning to flying for me, for my family members, and it was very, very close to heart.
Tuesday's public hearing comes just 3 months after the crash. Most investigations typically take more than a year. A second hearing will be conducted when the NTSB investigation is complete. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.